Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marco Tricca here. As you see, it's arrived. The new Harley Benton Fusion 4. This is an HH Pro Series guitar, obviously from Europe. I can tell you, I didn't show you the unboxing because it's just a box with a bag, easy. But this guitar presents itself very well. I studied a little bit online before to buy it. I want to say that I'm not sponsored. This guitar has been bought with my own money. I ordered it like 2 weeks ago, and in 10 days was at my door. Actually, the shipment was pretty fast with UPS. I paid the guitar $560, $50, something like that. And before to receive the guitar from UPS, I had to pay $100, $93 for the custom because the orange clown. The guitar is very nice. I can tell you right away. I unboxed it last night. And I just this morning use sometimes to give him the setup for myself. The guitar arrives with a setup, factory setup that is not too bad, but for my taste it was a little bit too high. Also the neck had a little bit more relief, and so I straightened up a little bit, and I tuned the guitar in drop D, which is the use I'm gonna have for this guitar. This guitar, I bought it because I needed a more metal guitar. Even this one is not only metal, because actually I have to tell you that it's very comfortable for any kind of music. You can play anything with this one. About the company, the guitars arrive pretty well. Obviously, it's not a very expensive guitar, so I can tell you right away. The bridge is pretty good. It keeps the guitar in tune, but it's a little bit tricky to set it up. The meaning is when you tune the guitar, this kind of little bit knobs and the height and regulate the height from the bridge for the strings. It's easy, but it's very little bit tricky. So you need to be very precise, and you need to know what you're doing. Okay. The first thing you do when when you buy a guitar like this with this stop strings here, you try to tune from here, which is a habit for you, but trust me, you don't do that, otherwise you break the strings. The guitars arrive with a gauge 10 of strings, which for me is too big. I usually play 9s on all my guitar in my bag. I'm gonna wait the guitar stabilize a little bit, the wood and everything, and then I'm gonna change the strings, because when you change the string, you need to reset up the bridge, which is not easy thing to do with this kind of bridges. 5-way switch, obviously is HH, which I chose. Volume is the knob of the volume is very nice. It's very smooth. You can regulate it very well. The tone one is a little bit more loose, but still a nice feeling. The guitar in general, the sound is like a little bit less mid-range and heights of the other guitar I have. It's a little bit more on the bass side compared to the other one. I play with a Rev G20, and the first time I plug it in, because the regulation I have for the other guitars was a little bit too muddy, so I had to fix it a little bit. But if you have an equalizer on your pedal board like I have, everything is easy. You can set up the amplifier, and then you regulate your equalizer for the guitar you play. The guitar is very light. I have to say, compared to my other guitars, the Stratocaster and the Kramer over here, the blue one, it's very light. That is about 6 kilo. But you can feel right away the wood is very sturdy. It's like it's already years that the guitar has been built. The work of the setup, the frets are pretty nice. They're very clean. Compared to what I do to my guitar, because I don't know if you know, but I do setups for the guitars. They are kind of, you can just feel it, the fretboard on the side, but really nothing concerning. Your hand, it doesn't have any problem to go, and it doesn't get scratched, nothing. But if you work a little bit, you can make it a little bit better. But after that, the guitar plays absolutely very well. I chose this color, the white. I don't know if the lights can show you, but I'm trying to do it. But it's very sparkly. Let's see if I can do it. It's a white metallized, okay? And I like the contrast with the binding and the wood color, which is one of my favorite things on guitars. I usually like, as you see, guitars with the one full color. But a white guitar, I missed it. I missed the guitar for metal. Very, very nice guitar. Very well done. Very refined. The tuner are blocking tuner. They are marked Harley Bentley. I don't know exactly where they come from, but anyways, they are marked at Harley Benton, and they are pretty nice. They're very smooth. I have to say, for the price I paid this guitar, it feels like a $1,200-$1,400 guitar. I tested a lot of guitar when I built my Stratocaster, which the Fender situation. I'm gonna make another video to talk about it. The guitar has a lot of parts that are Fender, but the body, for example, is a body comes from one of the builder, the private builder, the customer builder around California or other states in America. We're talking about Fender situation right now. I really don't agree with Fender, but that's my own take on the problem, on the story. Anyways, going back to the guitar. The guitar is very nice. The neck is very smooth. I have to say, unbelievably smooth. Obviously, it's a new guitar, so you expect the best. But I have to say, very sturdy, very, you feel the guitar is very sturdy, very, it wouldn't move at all. I was a little bit concerned because this guitar comes from Europe, and Europe, even in May, sometimes it's too cold, so I was concerned about the trip coming here in California, where it's very dry and it's very hot. Yesterday I was waiting for the guitar from UPS. I know he kept it inside the truck for all day because I was tracking him with my phone, and yesterday was a super hot day. We were around 30 degrees centigrade, which is probably around 95 Fahrenheit here in California, and I was concerned the guitar would get too much heat because it comes with a box, the classic carton box of the guitars. There is an external box, bigger, rectangular, and then there is the box for the guitar, but inside the guitar there is a bag, that, and inside this bag there is a material that obviously insulate more possible the guitar from an external temperature. When I get the guitar last night at 9 p.m., while it was in the truck all day, which was my concern, the box was a little bit warm, but the guitar was in perfect temperature. In fact, I didn't see anything wrong. As I told you, I did the setup. I straightened up a little bit the neck, and I pulled it down a little bit the string. They were a little bit too high. The action was too high for me. I set it up for drop D, as I told you, and I tested, and the guitar plays very, very well. Another thing, I have to say, it's not coming the word of the name. Anyways, the lev is pretty nice. There is a screw here on the top of the lev that you screw on the bridge. It's very nice. I don't know in a long time how it's gonna work, but for now it works very well. So you can fix and put the lev everywhere you want. The only problem I see is that when you play here, let me see if I can show you on the position. When you play, the lev is a little bit too close, and as you see, it goes in the middle of the volume and on the switch, which the switch is just to have a single coil on the humbuckers. And maybe can give you problem if when it's in the position you play. Look, usually it's like this, so you can use it right away, but could be in the middle of the control of the pods and stuff. That's my only concerning, because I had to play a little bit to let you know better, but for now I had no problems, and anytime I used the guitar was still in tune. Even obviously needs sometimes to stabilize because I just did the setup, so I know. Let's see if it's still in tune right away, because I don't. Ooh. It's still a little bit too high for me, the action, but I'm gonna get used to it. I don't want to change too much because I know I'm gonna change strings. I'm gonna go to gauge 9, and that will be a little bit softer. So I'm gonna be more probably. I maybe don't have to change the action of the string. Let's see what's happening. But everything I'm gonna do when I'm gonna change my on gauge 9. The attach for the strap is the mushroom shape, the big one, which is very comfortable if you don't want to change with the block one. The back of the guitar is all wood and is very nice. Everything is leveled, so no crazy parts, scratching and stuff. I have to say the paint job and is very, you can see from the lights, it's very nice, very nice. Guitar is beautiful, beautiful. This shape over here helps a lot to get on the highest frets. You don't have any, almost any. It's a lot easier than a Strat, for example, to get on the heights frets. Very nice guitar. I have to say I'm very happy with my buying. Now I have to just play it and I'll let you know in the future videos how it goes. Very happy about the guitar. Is kind of lately I never bought new guitars. All the guitars except all the guitars you see over there except the Fender which I built. The rest are all used. The Ibanez, the Kramer, and the SG. I bought all guitar used because I'm not the guy that's gonna spend $5,000 for a guitar. Not because I am against new guitars, but because to me, spend $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 for a guitar that you love, which I understand if you have money, if you have no problem. For me, it's not a good deal. Even I would love to buy the Kanami PRS, Kanami from Bandmade, the custom PRS, which is $6,000. I love the guitar. I would buy it tomorrow. But $6,000 is $6,000, and I think in the market of today, there is so many guitars like this one that you pay $500, $600, even $800, and you have an instrument that is absolutely at the level of the $10,000. I understand people wants to have collection or wants to buy the name of the brand, but at the end we are musicians, we are guitar players in this case, and we have to play the best we can and with the best instruments we can, obviously. Then when you're famous, when you have millions, you can buy anything you want. That's another concern. But for who is like me, a regular person or a younger guitar player, guys, this is a guitar that is really worth it for the price. It's absolutely worth it. Then in the time I'm gonna tell you other if there is more weaknesses or other stuff, because I have to play a little bit to let you know. But for now I'm very happy for my buying, and rock on.